Welcome back to Make Way for Cat. I am playing the demo for BREW BARONS. I started this earlier so you guys could read this. It looks like there is a seizure warning. Just a heads up. So the BREW BARONS, let's take a look at this. Pilot, Nigel. Okay, so these are all locked in demo, so I can only be Nigel. Ooh, okay, but I can switch it with Francie. Trait 1, Sharp Dresser, awe-inspiring fashion, increased bar sales when bartending. Cool. Afraid of the dark, refuses to swap into the pilot seat after dawn. Wouldn't it be afraid to swap into the pilot seat after dusk if she's afraid of the dark? I don't know. Anyway, undiscovered trait 3. Nigel, second wind, chance to gain a small burst of energy when fatigue drops to 0%. Rusty pilot, having not flown for some time, throttle and flap manipulation is slower. We're gonna go easy because it's limited in demo anyway. Pirate encounter rates, pirate performance, damage outputs, loan due dates, fame rewards, and fatigue rate and incapacitation duration. Okay. Include tutorial. Yeah. So this game appears to be about, we run our own tavern. There's a group of pirates who are like having a monopoly on brewing. I don't think it's just beer. I think it's also wine and things like that. I don't know if it's any distillation though. Press any key to continue. And so it's like plane fighting a la Star Fox, which is right up my alley, even though I'm absolutely terrible at Star Fox. And we also a tavern management. So let's give this a go. Welcome to the city of Velay, one of the few remaining communities of its kind that still shines bright with opportunity. Not a bad place to start a brewing enterprise. Do you think the locals won't mind us setting up shop here? That awful tasting pirate brand brew lines the shelves of many bars and markets in the area. If we can produce some quality brews people actually like, I'm sure we'll sway some minds and gather support. Those pirate goons might not be too happy about it, but it's entirely possible with our new brewery and this seaplane. Let's do this. I just wish we had enough money left over from the renovations to buy a better seaplane. The salesman may have swindled us. It does look pretty beat up. How about that? She floats. Now before you head off, just a reminder to keep your speed lows. So your speed low when entering or exiting any harbor. Harbors often have plenty of boats and obstacles that can cause some real harm to you if you're playing to your plane, and you if you're not careful. So just keep your throttle low and you'll do fine. I'm more concerned about the illuminated rust holes shining up through the floor. Rust? Just think of it as weight reduction. Anyhow, remember what I said. Oh, and try not to fly too high. That engine has carburetor issues. Bye-bye now. Well, let's see what this thing can do. I'll give you a quick refresher on the plane controls and instruments. Great, let's start. This is our fuel gauge. Fortunately, we have a full tank and it should last us a while, but should we ever start to run low, I, as the co-pilot, will give you warnings. The bar represents the plane's cargo capacity. Currently, okay, so fuel's up top. Cargo capacity. Currently, we aren't carrying anything. A word of warning, a heavily loaded plane will become far more sluggish in handling and speed, so assess if the extra weight is worth the risk. Highlighted here is our compass, attitude indicator, speed, and altitude display. Okay. This is the engine throttle. Hold the throttle input. Left control, left shift. Okay, so control and shift. Throttle inputs. This is the engine throttle. Hold the throttle input to gradually raise or lower the plane's speed. The throttle amount will remain fixed at that location when released. Just remember to lower your throttle when you want to slow down or stop. The red portion of the throttle bar represents sustained engine damage. Ooh, damage will limit engine performance. Below that is the plane's health bar. From the looks of it, our plane currently sits at 40% health with reduced engine performance. Yikes. Next to the throttle bar is the propeller pitch toggle. Simply put, you can invert your propeller angle and make the plane traverse either forwards or reverse. You would only want to use this if the plane gets snagged or stuck. And finally, steering the plane, simply point the reticle in the direction you want to go, and I'm sure your flying intuition will take over. It's coming back to me now. I recall that engines require the ignition button held for several seconds to spin up. With all that said, let's get this thing fired up. I is ignition. Right, hold the ignition button to start up the plane, apply some throttle, and follow the ring markers. Follow the ring markers, okay? They will lead us to the brewery. Okay, so we're just going to... Okay, so moving our mouse is what really dictates the direction, which we kind of figured. Okay, so we're doing shift for speed. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of keep it nice and easy. And I think control slows us down. Oh, I'm hitting caps. Shift? Okay, so yep, shift. Shift speeds up. Control slows down. Oh, I like how there's like water kind of spraying on the sides of the screen. That's pretty neat. Nice little visual effect. Okay, so let's slow down a bit as we're getting close. Oh, cool. So we've got like a little sea level garage. We're here at the brewery, our new base of operations. All 3 floors? Hey, not bad. It is very run down though. Yep, it may look a little run down right now, but it's just a matter of time before we turn this place into a grand establishment, revered far and wide across the islands, and push the strong-arm pirate brewing monopoly out. The second floor contains the actual brewery. Above that, on the top floor, sits a dilapidated floor that we will eventually convert into a local bar. Lastly, our plane hangar that resides at the bottom. See this golden square? This indicates a dockable location. This particular one will take us directly into our hangar. You should always reduce your speed when maneuvering the plane into a dockable location. If you don't, you run the risk of overshooting and possibly crash. Good to know. In order to dock within a gold square, the plane cannot be moving too fast. Now that we are here, let's get this plane inside and fix it up. Welcome to the hangar. Let's jump right into the basics. From here you can craft new planes, load or modify an existing one, and purchase new blueprints from the parts catalog. A plane will always need a pilot and co-pilot, of which you can assign in the roster tab. You can also assign brewery and bar-related jobs to any idle pilots. Before we go any further, let's get this plane fixed up. In order to modify the plane, we must fix up the structural damage. You can do so by opening the repair tab. Okay, so red plane, repair tab. And then we slide this up. Gonna cost us 3 gold. 25 silver. Great, now that the structural damage is repaired, we can construct some new wings. Start by opening the Modify tab. Oh wow, we don't even have wings, look at that. Unless those were just taken off. Okay, so we need wings. Broken wings. Cadet wings. Stable and lightweight wings give greater lift. Purchase. Great. Seems we're ready to go airborne, right? Yep, in fact, I have a small delivery errand destined to a local bar on the other side of town. I had planned to deliver it by ferry taxi, but it should take us no time at all with our plane. We're going to exchange a few bottles of old cider I have on hand for a valuable piece of plane equipment. Let's start by moving all the bottles of cider from the brewery inventory into the plane inventory. Okay, so inventory. Cool. Cider is now loaded in the plane cargo space. It looks like we're all set. Oh, and we got a calendar too. Calendar and time. Right, let's head out. You can undock from the exit menu shown here. Exit. Undock. This is actually very in-depth. Oil, flaps, rudder, controls look good. Ready for the maiden flight? You betcha. You can see we now have a delivery contract located in the upper right. Contracts, okay? There's also a marker located on the compass that pinpoints the direction of the drop-off point. The compass. This is the compass, right? The bar is located within eye range, just on the opposite side of the city. Okay, there's the dock. The rusty nail. Take note of the gold docking square and small pier. Pilots should always plan their dock entry and exit ahead of time. You will want to avoid approaching the pier head-on. You will almost certainly crash if you're traveling too fast. Instead, you should always approach a pier from a perpendicular angle. This method presents the safest way to dock at a pier and also makes for an easy exit. Okay, to help you approach at the correct angle, I've placed a series of rings. When you're ready to follow the rings, and they will safely guide us to the delivery point. Take note of the ring color as you approach them. Their color will indicate the ideal throttle percent for the smoothest commute. Yellow is 100%, 30% throttle, and 0 just before the goal, okay? As the co-pilot, I'll remind you of appropriate throttle power mid-flight. Let's start up the plane, throttle up to full power, and get to it. Okay, startup is I. Oh. Okay, so we just tip our mouse up. So we are full throttle. Wow, we have to fly way out to the side. I see the pier from here, though. That's cool. Oh, oh, oh. A little high, a little high. I don't think it's gonna ding us for, like, not being directly inside the ring, as long as we get close and land without breaking our plane. Okay, we gotta start to slow down. %. Oh, I think I landed a little too early. Our health bar looks okay, though. I think I'm slowing down too early. Reduce your speed. Slowly enter the final ring. Probably a little faster than that. There. That didn't take long at all. See this animated symbol? This means we're in a dockable location. When the dock input is pressed, it will bring up the docking menu. Press the dock button now. So that's D. Okay, we can rest, enter bar, check other stuff. The docking menu comes with several options. Yep, so we'll enter bar. Huh, some bar. A bit of a dive, ain't it? What self-respecting person would drink in such a place? I'm sure the bar we build will be way Shh, the bar owner is coming this way. Hey, a couple of new faces. Take a seat wherever you wish. Hi, we're not here to drink. I overheard that your establishment was low on stock and you're willing to exchange some old plane equipment for more. Ah, new spreads quickly. Is that cider? Great, we have a deal. The patrons are getting a bit rowdy when all I have is that awful pirate brand brew. The plane equipment, be careful with it. Hydro aviation can be pretty dangerous in the hands of a novice. Wait, what? We're toying with hydro propulsion? You've got to be kidding me. Some of the toughest pilots out there have trouble enduring such speeds. Oh, it's not just hydro propulsion. Hydro projectiles too. But relax, I'm sure we'll be fine in your capable hands. Besides, this particular equipment is an older, less effective model. Plus, we'll need an edge to take on those pirates. I can see you two have some grand plans on the horizon. That and your unsightly plane parked outside. Come, I'll help you rig up the equipment. One more adjustment here, and done. You're now set up to boost through the sky with a torrent of high-pressure water blasting behind you. You're also able to shoot water projectiles in front of you. I lost track of time. I gotta go back to my bar. One last thing. I may have more contracts for you if you're able to acquire more cider or any other half-decent brews. I'll pay a fair price. Gotta run. Take care. So we're becoming the supplier for this guy. Well, that's fortunate. Just gonna crank the master up a little bit. We may have our very first brew client. We should take him up on his offer and sell him and see what we can craft. Agreed. There are ingredients scattered throughout the world that we could collect and craft into all sorts of unique brews. Though first things first, we should cover the basics of plane abilities. Above the compass is Plane's ability bar. It displays the current equipped ability and water meter. Plane abilities consume water from this meter when activated. Let's start by testing out the water boosting ability. It's great for hopping island to island at rapid speeds or gaining high altitude quickly. Mouse wheel to cycle abilities. Okay. When you run out of water, simply get within close proximity to the ocean and vacuum up water. To refill your water meter by holding down the vacuum input, right mouse button. Okay. Go ahead and refill now. Now that we have water in the tank, let's try boosting high into the sky. Let's start by following the rings and get into position. Once we're in position, I will give you the signal to hold down the boost ability and don't let go. Okay, ignition. Boost now. Left mouse button. Oh, we're going up. Okay, I didn't like the sound of that. Here we go. Whoa, that was intense. Check it out. We have a view of the whole island. There's small clusters of apple trees all around. We can try collecting those for brews. Shoot the apple trees with your water projectiles to knock their fruit off and swoop in to collect them. If a tree runs out of apples, move on to another. A depleted tree will grow back after several days. Head back down to a lower altitude when you're ready and test out the water projectiles. Sounds like a plan. Let's not forget to refill water tank when necessary. And stay within range of the island. Let's collect 100 apples. Oh boy. Let's fly down to the island before it dies completely. Yeah, we're working on it. What island are we going to? This one looks like it has trees. Oh, down, right below us. Okay, so water bolts. Ooh, I don't like the switching. I don't know why it's switching. These apple trees, I can't even see. No. These don't look like apple trees. Oh, these are, though. Why are we upside down? Why are we... Whoa. Oh. Alright, let's vacuum. Oh. Okay, didn't look like we did any damage, though. There we go. Oh, right. Keep thinking I need to hold spacebar to go up, but I actually... Nope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh bad. Uh-oh bad. Uh-oh bad. Oh, ignition back on. You going up? There we go. Okay, we're out of water. So let's slow our plane down before we hit the water next time. Okay, and we go up. Crank the throttle. I think I was supposed to crank the throttle before we went up. I do like gentle turnarounds. Otherwise I like flip the plane over. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got 100. There we go. Let's not turn too hard. Back to the brewery. There it is. Okay. So it looks like we're in a decent angle. Let's see if I can just grab a couple more trees on our way over. Okay. So now we're gonna have to throttle down here. 30%. Make a land. Slow way down. Wait, this isn't us. Okay, here we go. We're actually in the bay a bit. Alright, we're gonna slow down a little bit. But not to hard turn too much. Nope, we're gonna have to circle around a little bit. The dog and shovel, that must be another bar that we can supply at some point. Okay, here we go. Much better angle. Drop our speed with third. Okay, okay. Guess we were still going a little fast. Are we still going too fast? Are we still going too fast? I hope not. Okay, we're good. Back home in one piece and a cargo hull full of apples. Things are looking good. Let's head up to the second floor brewery. You can access it from the exit menu. Okay, that's where I'm going to end this episode. And when we come back, we're going to learn how to brew. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.